Hello guys and welcome to the second episode of City Skylines where I'm going to be showing off my city.
Yes, and I'm still also here.
So welcome.
Yeah.
First thing, my pride of my city, the massive electricity generation plant.
That makes the water level drop like 150 feet.
It generates 1600 megawatts.
Yes.
It is majestic. And then I draw my water from down here just because it's so clean and pristine at this massive lake. So, first place that we're going to start off is at the newest addition to my city. My cargo transport area, along with a residential zone and another residential zone. Oh no, that's a
Commercial.
Office zone.
Oh, offices, yeah.
So, this is where the garbage center of all
world.
of this is, pretty much. Because I have an interesting system for doing traffic. I have 1 second, everyone. Sorry about this. I just realized that you probably can't even hear us because
Game volume
is insane.
Alright.
There we go. Now you can probably hear us. So, basically what I do to control traffic, at least in my newer areas, not really over there, is I have a highway that rings around down here. You can see it. And then it turns into a one lane and comes back up right there. But basically I have a highway that rings around the entire area. And they can get off at exactly which street they want to get off on. And then they just rejoin back into the main road here with all one-way streets in between.
Certainly a unique way to do infrastructure.
It probably wouldn't work in real life, but in City Skylines, it's a very efficient way of getting traffic problems down. I still have a lot of traffic problems just because a city of 76,000 people is very hard to maintain.
Yeah.
I was at almost 100,000 at one point, but there are so many people pouring into this city. So, back out to here, I built 2 different bridges along with another highway bridge and another highway bridge to manage traffic. Now, the reason that I have highway bridges as my off-ramps, even though all this traffic could probably be contained on a one-lane on-ramp, is that the speed limit is higher on these highways, so the traffic can move a lot quicker, and also spread out based on where they want to get off of the road.
Oop.
So, down here, we have almost like a small version of New York City. It's on a small island, but there's a lot more green space here.
Yeah.
So, we have a massive residential area here. This is a city skyline, quote unquote. If you were over here, looking over there, it looks like a city skyline. Okay.
It is a city that touches the skyline.
Ooh, so fancy. And then here we have an office district. As you just go around, this is a commercial district, this is residential over here, and then that's another office district. And this is also commercial. It just has a really nice traffic flow and keeps the traffic down for how many people live in this area.
Indeed.
So, if we proceed over to the area with the worst traffic, it's just the ramp of everybody trying to access my outer highway, which that always causes traffic. There's nothing I can do about it. There's just so many people that want to go that way that the traffic problems exist still. And everyone getting up the same lane here doesn't help, but I can't do anything to fix that right now. So, I'm stuck with that. So, we are going to proceed over to the mainland of this side. Starting out with pretty much just another crazy intersection, just like you saw in Jake City if you watched the last episode. If not, go check that out. A really small office zone here. That used to be commercial, but then I don't actually know what happened. I don't even know if this is connected anymore. Oh, apparently it is. I also love using traffic circles. That's what I was doing when I was in this area, and then over there I decided to try the ringing highway, which works a lot better than the traffic circles, but kind of stuck with the traffic circles over here because this city's already been established. So, what happens?
Jeremy, I'm gonna have to leave for a little bit, so just keep going.
Okay. Jake will be back soon. So, what happens is basically everybody that's coming off of this highway goes onto here, and they all dump onto this traffic circle. But rather than having another traffic circle on that side to service this office area, I have these 2 roads that exit off of the inside of it and go over there, which I thought was pretty interesting when I did it. I don't know why I did it exactly. I'm pretty sure there was just traffic and I was troubleshooting to try and fix it. Over here I have another residential zone on another traffic circle followed by a really big office zone on that same traffic circle there. Traffic in this area is kept to pretty low minimum. The only places that I have like a lot of traffic are here and over there, just because the volume of cars is, I don't want to say not possible to contain in City Skylines, but very hard.
I am back-ish.
Welcome back.
Almost kind of like the show
This is
Blackish.
another office. Okay, yeah, that's an interesting show. I have no idea why they would call it that.
I had to make that joke.
So, this is an office zone, which is also on this roundabout. So this roundabout here is basically just office zone. But then, when you proceed over here, this was one of my first roundabouts, which if you could tell by its awkward egg shape.
That looks amazing.
Thank you. Is, well, it's interesting. It is this massive residential area over here. It is huge, this residential area. Which also, I mean, the view from this residential area is great.
Just a
I
giant
would not mind
pit.
living in my city, except like the amount of buildings that catch on fire.
Yeah.
It's not real, and also traffic is horrible. So, maybe you would mind living in my city a little bit. This is my garbage hub for basically this entire area. I have all of the garbage taken care of right here. So,
Every single one.
you might be wondering, how is that even possible? Like, how do you get all the garbage trucks to disperse? So, with all of these different incineration plants here, I mean, I now have other ones, but originally this was my garbage hub.
So there's a ring of trees.
Road, which attaches to my main dam here, which is another way for them to go across if they wanted to. But from this independent road, they can go straight onto the highway, which is how they deal with most of this area down here. And with all that traffic up there, you would imagine that it would be almost completely impossible for a garbage truck to go from here to there.
But it's not.
But what I have built is this tunnel here comes out on this little bridge down here, which is like a direct access road for garbage trucks to get from over there to this side of the city and to deal with the garbage on this island, or on this peninsula rather than that peninsula, which I thought was a really good idea. Which, I mean, obviously if the dam wasn't there, the reason I built it down so low is just because, why not?
Because reasons.
Yeah, I thought it looked pretty nice. Which, the reason that I have this road awkwardly winding like that, and this road going out so far, is that it's not easier for people to take this as a cut through, because I want to save it for just the garbage trucks.
That's a smart idea.
So, here is a really nice office zone again, I think. Yeah, offices. I have so many offices because the industrial demand is very high in this city. This is my tourism zone. I
Very nice.
got as many tourism buildings as I could and dumped them down here because I had a lot of money. And these are a whole bunch of offices here because offices were desired, and I figured put some small buildings in there, it'll look nice.
Yes, it will.
I have a shuttle train, which I believe that's what this is. No.
Flirt.
No, the flirt is en route. Oh, no, he is on my line. So, this line basically carries people from my tourism area to the center of the city over here. No, that's the office zone. To the center of the city over here. Where did I have that station? Actually, this is my center city station.
Yeah.
So, it does carry them over to there. And then I have different subway lines throughout the entire city.
Keep traffic.
Yes, to keep traffic as low as possible, because with this many people, traffic would be a huge problem if I didn't have those free subways.
Free subways are always important.
There is an abandoned building here called the Giga Street. Oh, this is commercial. So actually a lot of the things that I've been showing have actually been commercial, and I've called them offices. So I apologize for that. This is a commercial area here.
Best of the best shop has.
Once again, another roundabout. See, so since this was built later, it still comes off of the roundabout, but I tried doing the huge roundabout around it, but there's almost no traffic there, so it's not really too big of a problem. Over here, I have AT&T Mobile. No, I have
AT&T.
another office. Okay, I want to call it AT&T, okay? So I have another office district out here, which is providing more jobs for the people, because my unemployment rate is amazing in the city, obviously. These are all commercial here.
Whoa.
This is my biggest commercial area, and it had huge traffic problems. I mean, it still does have some traffic problems, but that's just because everybody wants to get off over here. And if I move it over to here, it has the exact same problem, so there's not really anything that I can do about that. But that traffic isn't the worst. This commercial zone has a giant skyrise that's on fire. And
that's not terrifying.
My second system that I tried doing, which was I would have an exit directly off the highway, that just bounced from each road to each road, which is also very good for containing traffic. Just having that one ramp that carries people along, because then they can get directly to where they want to go as fast as they can. Leaving is the only problem with that.
Yeah.
So, now we are going to focus on this side of the highway, where I have a massive residential area, which, if you look at the free subway system, it is overused. We are going to rename...
That car's about to hit everybody. That green car is about to hit everybody.
Oh, he's running them over. We're going to call this guy...
Death Murder Guy.
Death Murderer. Murderer.
Death Murderer.
Death Murderer.
These headphones are so good, I can hear things happening in the basement.
Yes, we have new headsets, which
yes, we do.
are great.
Yes.
Got a really good deal on them. And see, also, if you will look here, I did my system again, because I found that this system worked very well, which this system eventually evolved into my whole wraparound highway, because then it also gave them a way to get out, which saved a ton of traffic. So it just disperses everyone down to each individual road. That's also great for services, like especially Hearst, because they have specific targets that they need to go to, so they could just follow this individual road all the way down until they need to get off to their target. So that is that whole peninsula area there, which also the After Dark update for this game looks amazing.
Yes, except on solar panels. It ruins solar panels.
Yes, because then your power is like half. But it doesn't affect me, massive damn.
Yep.
So, over here, this was my original tourism area, which I built when I first got this cruise port here. Which, the cruise port is usually very popular.
Except for right now.
Here. Well, you can even see all the people pouring out right now, and getting run over by cars.
Yeah.
Like, everyone just kills people in this game. But this was my original tourism area, which did pretty well. There's a couple of commercial areas left in here, but now it's basically just special buildings.
Yeah.
And parking garages, which I just thought looked nice. They're almost the most inefficient way to get parks and recreation. But
it's cool.
They look nice. So, proceeding over here, I have another residential area, and this is probably one of my largest residential areas.
One of the largest?
Never mind. It was. I actually had to destroy it, because at one point I had this coming out to about here, and the amount of people coming out of it just killed traffic everywhere in the city. So I had to move it, but this is a very nice area here on the beach. Also,
Indeed.
My giant poop trail.
Yeah.
Here, which every city has poop. It happens. This is also what my system ended up being for crematoriums and for the incinerators.
Man, you put the crematorium next to the incinerator? That's brutal.
Well, it's like if they deliver the people to the wrong place, it's not the worst thing.
It's like I want to go pay respects to my dead grandfather. Oh wait, I just went to the incinerator.
So this whole area over here is basically only used as a massive residential office area. Actually, these are offices. Yeah, this is my biggest office area by far. And if you look at the traffic here, it's absolutely beautiful. There is not a single person on these roads because I placed my subway stations everywhere. That way nobody has to drive to work anymore and they can just all take the free subways.
Yep.
Which is a very efficient way of getting people there. Also, for everyone who just heard that plane noise, that was really weird.
Yeah.
There's also traffic here. This is new. I actually didn't see this traffic before.
And now it is.
And now it's there, so I'm probably going to have to work on that after the video's over. This was my original traffic circle. So this is where my city started, right here. I had everybody coming off of the highways, and then I built this after a while. Originally I had one-way roads like that there.
Yeah.
And my system here, I don't understand why I did this. But it was
I don't either.
I mean, I built a windy road. And also this system here, I was not as good at traffic control as I was when I built this stuff over here, because this was a while ago. So, We're going to start off, there's a huge commercial zone right next to the highway here. And then there's a nice little tiny office zone over here. The offices in this area haven't really leveled up too much. I don't think I was focusing much on that when I first built the city. Huge residential area.
Bam!
This was my original residential area. I started out with low density residential and leveled it up and dumped in parks and colleges and stuff, and there you go. Huge residential area.
You're making $44,000 a second. What is this? What is this?
I make a ton of money because I spend no money on this. All of my electricity is almost free, so I make a ton of money.
My electricity is even more free than yours.
Yeah, your electricity is totally legitimate.
Uh-huh.
So, here's another residential area. That was my second residential area that I built, surrounded by commercial and office areas on all sides, which look very nice. Especially, I really just like the whole way that this dam looked. Originally, the river was like down there, and the land went out like that. So I had a road going like that, and when I built the dam, it just flooded it. So I destroyed the road. It also flooded all these poor little trees over here, and now I have a mangrove forest growing.
Mangrove.
This is... I put all of my services out there for that one just because the amount of traffic in here is almost none, so pretty much everybody can drive around however they want to. Now, you might be wondering, why do you have a high school in a commercial office area? Well, it ups the happiness of the offices, which allows them to upgrade, and then I just put a subway station right next to it, and all the kids will just take the subway to go to school.
There you go.
And last but not least, my newest and worst designed place that's ever existed.
What's with that what's going on with the train?
The roadway. Oh, I have it like that.
Oh, okay.
You know, that way it's kind of realistic. Like, if they come in here, they can just go right out that way without having to respawn and turn around. I don't know. I just built it to make it kind of look nice. That's why it's all sleeping and rolling over there.
Yeah.
Because this is a nice open green space next to this airport here. And then this is just a nice big commercial area. When I designed this, I already had this roundabout built with the train station and the airport on it.
So you just said
I kind of built it around that instead of building it around the commercial area. And traffic here for a while was absolutely horrible. But then I came up with this system here, which is once they come on, they can just turn in, and it basically alleviated all the traffic made by just that.
And that is how you get 77,000 people and $45,000 a minute in the city.
$45,000 a minute. For some reason now, it just dropped by like a lot.
Tutorial. That is Jeremy's tutorial.
That is my tutorial. And before we finish my tutorial, I have to say something here. I have 47% highly educated residents. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye.
Bye.